Psychometric testing. Now, what do you mean by psychometric testing and how you define psychometric testing? Now, psychometric testing is a scientific method which is used to measure an individual cognitive capabilities and behavioral styles. Now, these exams range from personality profiles to reasoning tests to motivation questionnaires to ability assessments. Now, it has risen in popularity over the years because it provides more accurate and objective data that can be gathered through subjective means like observing someone's behavior and making a judgment. Hi, this is Dhrub, your mindset career coach, and welcome to my channel on Dhrub Career Growth. Let me tell you, according to Mind Tools, the 3 criteria of psychometric test. And if you want to know more about it, then please do be with me till the end of this video. Well, coming back to psychometric test. Now, psychometric test should have include validity. Now, what do you mean by validity? The test must measure what it is intended to measure, that is, interest, personality, or aptitude. Now, this is the most important quality a test should have to ensure that it delivers accurate, effective results. Then we have this reliability. The test should yield consistent results and not be easily influenced by outside factors such as the test taker's mental or emotional state. Standardizations. The test should be based on the result of a sample populations that accurately represents the people who will be taking it. Additionally, the exam should be administered the same way every time to reduce the test bias. Now, coming to the general test categories. Now, there are 3 main types of psychometric testing. Now, each of which is used to measure the various traits and evaluate whether he or she will be a fit for the job and the work environment. Coming back to interest, measures things like an individual's motivations, values, and opinions in relations to his or her interests. Personality evaluates a person's behavior and style of doing things. Now, coming back to the personality test, also account for how the individual interacts with her environment and other people. Coming back to aptitude. Now, assess the individual's ability and carry out different tasks. Now, this specific task come in variety of forms such as numerical reasoning test. It can be verbal reasoning test or critical thinking test and situational judgment test. Now, each of these help us to paint an objective pictures of a candidate. Now, psychometric testing means in a brief history in order to gain the full understanding of psychometric testing. It will help to know a bit about its background. Now, basically, psychometric is the science of measuring the mental capacities and the process, particularly in occupational and educational settings. It's quite old, a test as old as time, although you may not have heard of it before. Now, psychometric testing is not a new concept. In fact, record shows that it was used in ancient China for people who applied for highly sought after roles. Examples of the fiscal policy, revenue, agriculture, military, and law. They even use the physical tests to evaluate potential soldiers. Now, there are exams were extremely challenging and included tests of skills, intelligences, and endurance. The first round, that's right, there where it's multiplied, was so challenging that only 7% passed on an average, and the final round of testing had a passing rate of just 3%, and this is how the government filled its public official roles. Now, fortunately, the country did away with these procedures in 1906. However, the fairer yet still challenging psychometric tests are currently used in China and in surrounding countries like South Korea and also in other Asian countries, even in India. And informal versions of psychometric testing is also mentioned in the Bible. Now, this situation reference a test in which a group of people have to pronounce a single word. So while this is very basic example, this type of test are still used today in occupations for which accuracy is vital. The first psychometric test. Although there are many references to the practice throughout the history, the most experts credit the Francis Galton with the first true psychometric test. Now, Galton, in the Victorian era, an anthropologist, sociologist, created the framework to measure the intelligence based on the examinations of sensory and the motor skills in the year 1880s. He even coined the term psychometric and influenced Dr. James Cattell, a renowned psychologist who developed the psychometric test further than ever. So why use psychometric testing? For one thing, there are several extremely helpful ways you can use this kind of assessment in your business or organizations. Candidate sections now test of various skills and abilities to find the perfect fit for the job and your organizations. Employee development and training, from identifying employees who are struggling to those who are thriving and ready for advancement. Psychometric testing can help your team in team building and development. Identify the areas of tension or opportunities and improve workplace relationships. Now, career development and progressions. Now, use this test to level up your own skills and define a clearer career path. Now, high school students help teens discover their interests and strengths and carve out a path as they begin. Now, considering the future educations and careers. Now, if you are still wondering why you should use psychometric testing, think of it this way. It helps to make the personal and career related assessment more objective and effective by accurately assessing an individual's intangible traits, because they're so easy to administer to groups. Now, particularly when using an adaptive testing software, these exams will save time for both business, employees, and candidates. Well, That is all for me in this video. And if you want to get more tips on your career growth, please do subscribe my channel. And why I'm saying this, because I'm going to come up with more videos for your career development. And you can also click the bell icon to get the latest update on your career growth videos. And if you want to know more about psychometric analysis, you can book a one-to-one session with me, where you not only discovers your strength and weakness, but you also discover your overall personality traits. So one more request is, please do put in the comment sections the things which you have learned from this video, because knowledge is useless if it is not being implemented. Also, do put in the comment sections what are the different kinds of videos which you'd like to see in this channel. And if you do like these videos where you feel that you've got some value from it, then please do click the like button. And also, if you want your friends or your family members should also know about the importance of psychometric analysis, then please do share with them. Well, thanks a lot for watching. This is Dhrub signing off. Until we meet next time, goodbye. Stay happy, stay blessed, and keep evolving.